Oakville, Washington is a rainy town. That's why none of the town's 665 inhabitants were surprised to wake up on August 7th, 1994, to find it had rained during the night. But that rain wasn't quite made of water. In fact, it was made from human blood cells. The rain was said to have begun at 3 a.m. that morning, and an on-duty police officer named David Lacey of the Oakville Police Department was one of the few people awake at the time. During that unexplainable night, Officer David Lacey was on patrol with a civilian friend of his, trying hard to combat the loneliness of a night shift job. However, when the so-called rain started to hit his windshield, he knew something was wrong. It was formed like gelatinous blobs smashing against his window violently as it fell from the sky. Each impact sounded like hail hitting his metallic vehicle, and when he turned his windshield wipers on, they smeared the strange and unnatural substance against the glass instead of washing it off. The obscured windshield had forced him to pull into a gas station to try to clean it off manually. After donning a pair of latex gloves for safety, he described the substance as being very mushy, almost like you had Jell-O in your hand. While this was happening, local resident Dottie Hearn stepped outside after it had stopped and noticed it was everywhere. At first, the rice-sized blobs looked like hailstones to her, but when she touched them, she noticed they had an odd, gelatinous texture. By the afternoon that day, David, Dottie, and many other residents had become mysteriously and violently ill. They described having difficulty breathing, extreme vertigo, blurred vision, and an increasing sense of nausea. Beverly Roberts, another resident of the area, said that everyone in the town contracted a flu-like illness that lasted 2 to 3 months. Additionally, several cats and dogs that came into contact with the substance fell ill and died. An hour after first noticing her symptoms, Dottie was found sprawled on her bathroom floor, conscious but very weak. Her daughter, Sunny Barcliffe, described her as feeling cold and sweat-drenched and looking pale. She was moved to a hospital where she stayed for 3 days and was diagnosed with a severe inner ear infection. As she was being moved there, Sunny remembered the odd rain and, thinking there might be a connection to her mother's illness, collected a sample and sent it to the hospital. A lab technician examined it and found that it contained human white blood cells, but couldn't identify what it was or how it rained from the sky. The sample was quickly sent to the Washington State Department of Health for further study. Mike McDowell, a microbiologist at the department, noted that it was teeming with 2 species of bacteria, one of which lives in the human digestive system. Because of his findings, it was initially speculated to be human waste from an airplane. But Federal Aviation Administration regulations require that to be dyed blue, while it was perfectly clear. Furthermore, regulation forbids pilots from releasing the blue ice in mid-flight. Nearly a year after Dottie fell ill, she mailed a sample she had stored in her freezer to Amtest Laboratories, a private research lab. The locals of Oakville, prior to the blood rain, noticed a significant, almost daily amount of slow-moving military aircraft in the skies above their town. Some believe Oakville was the site of a military experiment, designed to test a new biological weapon or to test the possible damage a biological attack on the US soil could do. However, no samples of the substance exist today, and whatever these mysterious blobs were is lost to time, at least until it rains blood once more. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe. It'd mean a lot to me. And as always, until next time.